de Oro Division presents Mathematics Enhancement Program. Has 5 areas of concern: teachers' proficiency in math content, pedagogy, and other innovative teaching strategies. Increase quality learning resources in mathematics. Improving assessment in math, or IA. Strengthen capacity of out-of-field teachers in math. And let us enjoy mathematics.
And we are back. Hello, Teacher Bessie. We are back to the continuation of the day 1 of the 3-day division math training on the development of TIMSS-like, performance-based and process skills tests webinar. Good afternoon, Davao de Oro. This is once again Teacher Joseph. Yes, Teacher Bessie. Ayan, I guess nakamute ata si Teacher Bessie. So, hello, Teacher Bessie. How's your lunch? So, before we continue to where we have left a while ago, let us first flash on screen our PM attendance link. Okay, we will be having you will click our attendance link flashed on your screen. That is tinyurl.com/MEP day1-PM. So that would be your attendance link for this afternoon. Reminder everyone to please click the link so that ma-notify po namin kung yung attendance niyo. So ito po yung isa sa mga requirements for you to get or to acquire your certificate of participation and attendance. Please also take time to accomplish the online quiz given by Sir Michael after the session 2, where the link is also found on your screen, which may also be found on your respective group chats. Please accomplish your pre-test given by Sir Michael. So we would like to inform everyone that we are also being streamed live on our platforms, our Facebook page, Davao de Oro, Math Circle of Innovators. We also have our Facebook private group, the DDO Mathematics Hub for Learning, and also through our YouTube channel at DDO MEP TV. We would like to request everyone to please subscribe our YouTube channel so that manonotify po kayo if ever magla-live po yung YouTube channel natin. So again, do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. And you may also utilize the same platform's comment boxes to drop your questions, suggestions, and shout-outs, because later, magsha-shoutout po kami sa lahat ng gusto magpa-shoutout. We will be having a shoutout po mamaya sa schools ninyo and sa district ninyo. And of course, we will be reading them one by one. And our official hashtag, that is hashtag DDOMEP 2021. Again, our official hashtag for this 3-day math training, that's hashtag DDOMEP 2021. You may post your pictures, screenshots, or even your outputs using our official hashtag, that is hashtag DDOMEP 2021. And we are happy to inform everyone that we have been seeing your posts using our official hashtag. Hello to my coworkers, mga Facebook friends na and even pag-click po namin ng hashtag po, makikita po namin yung mga post ninyo. So we are grateful that you have been very resourceful wherever you may be. So again po, mag-amping po ta kanunay teachers, teacher participants po while having this webinar po. And again, we would like to remind everyone that our attendance link po, that's tinyurl.com/MEPday1 PM. That's PM po. Okay? So this time, we will be having our quiz. So, Ma'am Irene Celestra Manguhon will be having our quiz. Hello, Teacher Irene. I guess nakamute ka po, Ma'am Teacher Irene. Yan po.
Alright. Hello,
Yan.
good afternoon, Teacher Joseph.
Good afternoon, Ma'am.
I guess the participants are ready for our quiz this afternoon. Are you guys ready? Are they ready? I guess so. So I will be sharing my screen. Okay. Okay. So, share. Okay. Makita na? Makita ba sa participants? I need to open this link so that I can see myself because whenever I'm presenting, I can see myself. Okay, so for the participants this afternoon, good afternoon. You may log in to joinmyquiz.com and kindly enter this code, please. I will be giving 100 peso load to the 3 teachers who will get high scores. Top 3 teachers. So kindly go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the code 493203. Don't worry, this is a general quiz. This is just a game. Okay, so lahat po ng mga teachers from elementary to senior high school can answer the questions. I will be waiting. So we have Sir, I don't know if this is Sir or Ma'am, Taro Trachbol. Yes, we have this one. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, cauliflower, cottontail. Okay, so please use your real name para po sa pagbibigay ng load afterwards. Okay, so we have 4 participants already in quizzes. Sige po. If ever you will be included in the top 3, kindly screenshot na lang po ha. Kindly screenshot your score para malaman po namin na kayo po talaga yung nanalo so that I can give you 100 peso load. Okay, as of this time, we have 9. We have 10 participants. Okay, more? I will be waiting. More. There are 14. Okay. Sige, para safe. Okay, okay. More. There are 25 teachers who joined the game. Okay, 27. Yes, 29. There are 30. 31. Still waiting for other participants. Please type in joinmyquiz.com and enter the game code 493203. Okay, 36. More please. We have 37. Okay. More. 39. 41. 42. Again, I will be giving 100 peso load to the top 3 teachers with the highest scores. Okay, 45, 46. More. 47, 48. I guess you can see my screen because I can see what's projected on the StreamYard. But I see here there are 54 participants who joined my quizzes.com. Okay? 55. 57. Okay, 58. 60. 61. More? Okay. Just type in joinmyquiz.com and enter the code 493203. Ang cute po ng mga codes. Okay. Hazelnut, Achilles, almond. Okay. More. Okay, more po. 73. Okay. As of this time, we have 86 participants for quizzes. Yay. Ulitin ko lang po, I will be giving 100 peso load for the top 3 teachers who will get the highest scores. Top 3, the first, second, and third. Okay. Ang dami na po. We have 95 participants. You may or you may not change your names ha, kasi after the quiz, those top 3 teachers will screenshot their scores. Okay, 101. Okay. More please, 103. Okay, so last 1 minute, I'll be waiting. Last 1 minute, after 1 minute, we'll start with our quiz. 1 minute. Okay, so there are 107 participants. 1 minute. 107. Okay, 113. More? We still have 30 seconds. Okay? Meron pa ba gusto sumali sa quizzes.com? Okay. Okay. 115. It's already 1:16 and I guess we need to start with our quiz. Pakitingnan po yung screen ng inyong laptop or ng inyong cellphone. Or we still have more. We have 120. 120. Let's extend. I guess we need to extend, Ma'am Shella, 1 minute lang. Kasi ang dami pang nag-pop up. As of this time, we have 122 participants for the quiz. Okay, thank you. 122. One 125. 126, 128. Okay, there are 128 participants and we shall start with our quiz. Pakitingnan po ang screen ng inyong cellphone or laptop kung laptop yung gamit ninyo. Start! Okay. Question number 1. Time's up! Okay. So time's up. Okay. So we have Sir Amon Bato, sir. Okay, next question. Uy, time's up. Wala bang nag-answer? Okay. We still have the same scores. Okay, next question. Just type in your answer. Time's up. So what's the answer? The correct answer is 915. 915. Okay, so next. Di ba kanina, 9 plus 2 is 11, then 9 minus 2 is 7. So that's why when you have 12 plus 3, that's 15. 12 minus 3 is, okay, next, 915. Next question. Kindly notice the columns and the rows. Yeah, hey, so what's the correct answer? What's the correct answer? Did you get the correct answer? Oh, we still have the same result. You have the same score. So what's the sum of the column? What's the sum of the rows? We have 15. So 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3, that's 15. When you go down, the sum is also 15. Okay, next question. The correct answer is 18. Okay, wala pa dyan nag-move at ang score. Okay, next question. Which glass has more water? Time's up. The correct answer is letter B. Okay, let's show the leaderboard. Next question. Is it a fact or a bluff? 1 divided by any number gives a fractional answer. One divided by any number gives a fractional answer. Time's up. Is it a fact or a bluff? 1 divided by any number gives a fractional answer. It's a bluff, of course, because 1 divided by 0 is undefined. Okay, next question. Is it a fact or a bluff? Any number added to 0 is the number. Time's out. The correct answer is, it's a fact. Okay. Next question. Is it a fact or a bluff? Any number raised to a power of 0 is 1. Time's up. Any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. Is it a fact or a bluff? It's a bluff because 0 raised to the power of 0 is indeterminate. Okay? So next question. Time's up. How many tables are needed? There are 9 because 36 divided by 4 is 9. Okay, next question. I guess that's the last question. That's the last question. And let's see who are our top 3. Mm-hmm. Tuyok pa. Perhaps I am experiencing. Wow. Hinay na ang akong internet connection. Okay. So our top 1 is Sir Almond. Almond as real. Top 2, we have wheatgrass. And the third is avocado bidilia. Please do screenshot your scores. Di ba you have your scores naman in your phone? Kindly screenshot then lagay lang po natin sa comment boxes, including your contact numbers. Pwede din natin ma-message doon sa Math Innovators GC po natin. Yes? Ma'am Shea, I guess I'm done with quizzes. Sir
Well,
Joseph.
thank you so much. Hello, Teacher I. Hello, thank you so much, dear participants. Thank you so much, Teacher I. So again, to those top 3 highest scorers, please screenshot po, tas send po ninyo sa your district coordinators, I guess. And today, I would like to remind everyone, our dear teacher participants, in order to complete this training and, of course, to acquire your certificate of participation and attendance, you are to accomplish the attendance, pre-test, expected outputs, and evaluation links. Links of the following shall be provided time to time. So, of course, the flash on your screen right now is the attendance link for this afternoon session. Hello, Teacher Bessie.
I'm back. And yes, speaking of attendance, just as we have said earlier, Teacher Joseph, we will be awarding our best implementers of Watch. Yun, yung mga nag-advocate talaga ng ating Watch kaninang umaga and even this afternoon. But this afternoon, we will be first awarding our best implementers in the morning session, or the first 5 teachers who have filled out our our attendance link earliest, first hand. Sila yung mga nauna. And who are they, Teacher Joseph?
Okay, I guess this will be flashed on screen. Our top 5 awardees. Sila yung pinakamaaga. Okay?
That is right.
Nag-join ka ba ng quiz kanina, Ma'am Teacher Bessie?
Oh, later pa pala daw i-post natin yung yung mga
All,
awardees. Siguro isama na yung morning at saka afternoon session. Ayun. And to those who have not yet signed the the attendance, there you go. You can see at the bottom of of your screens the attendance link for this afternoon. That is tinyurl.com/mepday1 dash PN. And maybe if kayo po yung nauna, later on, you will be receiving certificates, no? Para po sa ating teachers na maaga. And also, sa lahat ng hindi pa nakatake ng ating Teams test, ayon, our Teams test link, yung pabaon na assignment ni Teacher Michael kaninang umaga. Ayan, the link is
Yes.
shown on your screen.
So let's check first, Teacher Bessie, before we'll proceed to our session 3. Let's check with the comment section kung ano yung experience nila kanina sa ating online quiz. Nag-join ka ba
Yes.
kanina, Teacher Bessie?
Hindi, Teacher Joseph, kasi nahirapan yung internet connection ko.
Yes.
Baka magka-glitch ng mas
Well,
marami.
according to Ma'am Melicine Calago, kalingaw sa quiz. Yes, nalingaw po mi sa quiz.
Congratulations, no, Teacher Irene, for that very interactive quiz.
Yes, I guess tomorrow din may ganun din to, may ganun pa po. Again, we would like to remind teacher participants po na meron pa pong quizzes na ibibigay po si Teacher Irene tomorrow and on the third day. Ma'am, dapat kasali rank 4. I guess rank 4 ganyan si Sir Bob.
Sayang daw ang 100 pesos na load. Oo. 100 load yon.
100
Makatabang to
load
siya
yun
sa
kaayo.
internet. Yan, lingaw. According to Ma'am Rhoda Kapala. Ma'am or sir?
Lingaw good kayo siya, lingaw. And ma-pressure ka sa time ha, samo ka sa naay time mo, oy. Wow, Sir
Yeah.
Ariel Cristal.
Ano dyan na usahay, no?
And you can also indicate your school po kung saan po kayo na-assign so that we can greet the school and your sa teachers, sa lahat ng mga co-teachers po na nandyan. So again, shout out po sa Pantucan North District and to Pantucan National High School headed by our school principal too, Ma'am Emalinda B. Ranalan. Hello, ma'am. Good
Ayan.
afternoon.
Afternoon. Also, pa-shout out to all the teachers from Compostela West District, headed by our very brilliant Ma'am Maruha R. Belisario. Good afternoon, ma'am, and to the rest of the school heads and school principals of Compostela West District, especially to my school head, Sir Joel R. Aclaracion. Good afternoon, sir, and to all our math teachers who are present here, both in Compostela West District and Compostela East District. Ayun,
we also
good
have
afternoon,
here
teachers.
watching from Anibungan National High School, Mako North District. Hello, Anibungan National High School teachers, Mako North. We also have from Prosperidad Tribal Elementary School from Monte Vista District. Hello po sa lahat po ng mga teachers dyan. So,
Yon, good afternoon. Watching here from Nabok Elementary School. I think Nabok is in Moncayo. I guess Moncayo District. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pero hello, regardless. Hello, Moncayo District. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
We
watching
also have
from Pamintaran Integrated School in Maragusan East District. Another,
and we
Sir
also
Joseph.
have watching this afternoon session from Elizalde National High School, Mako North District. Hello po, teachers from Elizalde National High School. Hello po to your school heads and of course to the PSTS of Mako North District or the district head.
Ayan. And welcome to our afternoon session. And I believe everybody is really, really excited, no? And I hope everybody is having fun while at the same time learning, because this is just the day one, Teacher Joseph. Marami pa tayong
Yes.
matututunan, marami pang mga pakulo, marami pa tayong mga aabangan for this 3-day training.
And without further ado, as what Teacher Michael said kanina, that he will start his session 3 at exactly 1:30. And since 1:30 na, I guess Sir Michael is now ready. Very watch awarding ni si Sir kay kuan kaayo ng on time. So, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, once again on screen, Sir Michael Eric Dandan. Hi, Teacher Michael.
Hello, hello, Teacher Joseph and Teacher Bessie. Kumusta naman kayo? Okay lang?
Okay lang, sir.
Yes.
Laban. Okay, so good afternoon sa lahat, ano? So once again, good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon to my fellow teachers, mga math enthusiasts, mga innovators, and also teachers na naging mentor ko rin, no, in Department of Education. So sa lahat ng mga kasamahan ko sa Litran de Davao Paco, Liceo de Davao, Optagom, ACLC College of Tagum, AOSR NHS family from junior high school to senior high school. Hello, hello po sa inyong lahat dyan. Especially to my mentor, Ma'am Lorna Gaco. Hello po. And our principal, OIC principal, Ma'am Jocelyn de la Cuesta, and our PSDS, Sir Noel. Sir Noel Canales. Okay, so hello po and good afternoon sa lahat. Okay, so, ayan, let me share my presentation muna. So I hope nakikita niyo na ngayon yung presentation ko. So welcome back to our TIMSS-like training and training on assessment. So this morning in our session 1, we had an overview on assessment. We tried to reflect the result of our international system assessment, particular on the PISA and the TIMSS result. And in our second session, we presented the framework of TIMSS in developing the achievement tests for grade 4 and grade 8, including the domains, the content domains and the cognitive domain. Ayan. And then we also presented the procedure and the process of how they implement the conduct of our of the TIMSS achievement tests. So we end up with a certain online quiz. Okay, so at lunch break, you have taken a sample of TIMSS assessment for grade 4. So yung mga nakikita nyo po, grade 4 din, pang grade 4 po, po yun na achievement test. So that is a 30 items na online assessment. Pero yung real po na number of items that was released by TIMSS in 2011 was were 73 items. So that is 30 out of 73 items po yung binigay natin sa inyo. I hope you had your nice result, no? Because that is for grade 4 only. But I also aware of the situations that some of you find it difficult to read the problem due to its quality of the picture. But it was really intended, to post it on a picture form so that everyone can visualize the form of assessment and questions that the TIMSS was given to test the students' achievement. And meron lang din po akong correction, no? May nag-send po sa atin, no, na it seems that there is an error on the answer or yung answer of some problems. So meron po yung parang number 1 yata, yan yung 5631 plus 286. Yung tamang sagot po is 5917 And also, yung patterns of circles in figure 5, dapat ang sagot po is 7 and 9. So, we will be correcting that one on the teams. So, shout out pala sa kaklase kong si Sir Danilo Bihurano of Mawab. So, hello sir. Thank you po sa correction. And then also, ano na rin, no? Anyway, the test was the purpose of the test is for you to observe and to visualize kung ano talaga yung mga problem. So it is not recorded even though I have your names sa kay forms man kasi iyon, pero hindi naman yun i-inform, no, or hindi naman i-present yun yung result ninyo. So para sa inyo lang din po yun. Now, nabanggit ko kanina 73 items, no, ang achievement test. Pero gaya ng sinabi ko this morning, ay hindi tayo matakot or mag-alala, baka ma-stress yung mga bata kasi nga the teams assessment, meron siyang ginawang design, no, to implement the achievement test. So they created a booklet designs, 14 booklet designs po yun. So hindi talaga masasagot or hindi talaga ibibigay lahat ng problem sa bawat bata. So may mga certain part lang kasi hinati yung 73 items into 14 parts. Yan. So I think okay na siguro, no? And meron pa pala, inform ko na lang din, no? After our presentation, kasi may nag-message kanina sa comment section na nahirapan silang mag-take note, no, because of the presentation and sa discussion, hindi nila makuha agad yung notes. So wag po kayong mag-alala. After this presentation, ibibigay ko po yung link, no, for the file sharing po. Okay? That is a link for my SharePoint. And then doon po makikita nyo yung lahat ng PDF file ng presentation natin from presentation 1 up to this point na presentation. And I included also the team's release questions for grade 4 mathematics and for grade 8 mathematics. And that is for 1995, 1999, 2003, and 2011. So ayan po, marami-rami na po yung magiging sample natin, no, for us to be able to create the TIMSS-like questions. So sige po. Now, may I start na po with how to develop a TIMSS-like questions. Yan. In our session 2, we have presented the framework of TIMSS assessment in mathematics. Kanina po. If you observe, there were 3 cognitive domains or skills, which is different, no, from our normal way of making our table of specification or the TOS. So the 3 cognitive domains were the knowing, the applying, and the reasoning. So again, knowing, it covers the facts and concept and procedures students need to know. Applying, focus on the ability of students to apply knowledge and conceptual understanding to solve problems or answer questions. And lastly, the reasoning, it goes beyond the solution of routine problems to encompass unfamiliar situations, complex contexts, and multi-steps problems. So, itong tatlong ito po na cognitive domains, kakaiba po siya sa karaniwang ginagamit natin na mga instructional objectives in making our TOS. 'Di ba? If we try to recall po, the first part of making an assessment or test is to make a table of specification. So, that will serve as plan, no, or basis for making our test or in test construction. And alam ko po na bawat isa sa atin meron pong iba't ibang format kasi meron pong 2 format ang table of specification. We have one-way TOS or one-way table of specification. Parang ganito lang po siya. But this time, parang revision siya kasi ginawa natin easy, average, difficult. Pero some, naka-indicate lang talaga yung yung mga topic, and then time of meetings, and then mga test items, then the answer. So that is an example of one-way TOS. Another type of TOS is the two-way TOS, which is, if you try to observe po in our presentation, meron po tayong knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation, and evaluation. Now, yung binanggit ko po sa two-way TOS, yun po yung mga binanggit natin na tinatawag na instructional objective, or in Bloom's taxonomy, yan po yung mga lumalabas na mga domains. So, in Bloom's taxonomy in 1956, we have knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Yun po yung nakikita natin sa two-way TOS. And in 2001, it was revised, we make that one into a verb form, which became remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. Ayan po. So, alam ko, familiar po kayo nito because the remembering under sa lower order thinking skills, papunta siyang higher order thinking skill, or the HATS. Now, ngayon, pag-usapan natin yung connectivity ng cognitive domains of TIMSS from our Bloom's taxonomy. Okay. Now, understanding and remembering po, na fall po siya sa cognitive domains ng TIMSS as knowing. Okay? Applying, of course, in application or applying. And the analyzing, evaluating, and creating, it fall to a reasoning na part. So, the three cognitive domains goes, kaya according to TIMSS, the three cognitive domains daw of learning, it goes beyond the content of knowledge. Kaya daw ito po yung ginamit nila, knowing, applying, and reasoning. Ngayon, how to develop TIMSS-like questions? In making our TIMSS-like questions, in our presentation today, we will be having a discovery method. As observed, TIMSS-like questions. So, parang meron na tayong ginawang basis. So we will making a discovery method. I know that teachers are already master, especially yung mga nauna pa sa amin. So they are already master of making test questions. Iba na kasi yung mga seasoned teachers na natin, ay marami din tayong mga master teachers, yung mga mas mataas pa na position, kay kung saan sila yung mga tumutulong sa atin noon how to make test questions. And eventually, lahat ng mga teachers sa ano pa naman, parang ginagawa mo siya quarterly. Others, if we are talking with formative assessment, ginagawa mo siya parang daily na. 'Di ba? Kasi formative nga. So, you are all master of making test question. That's why what we will be doing right now, we will be observing the sample questions so that we can relate that sample questions, we can relate the process on making our own test questions. So, magiging ganun po yung magiging proseso natin ngayon. So, let us observe and analyze the test questions of TIMSS, and let us use this one to develop our test questions in our assessment. Okay? So we will start with the knowing level or knowing cognitive domain. So as presented kanina, meron po tayong recall, okay? Recognize, classify or order, compute, retrieve, measure. Pasensya na po. Okay, so in knowing, we have our instructional, or what we call this one, guide, no, on making our knowing na level. We have recall. So when we talk about recall, we will recall definitions, mga terminologies, number properties, unit of measurement, geometric properties, and notation. So you have there an example, yung mga A times B equals AB, or A plus A equals 3A. And then another guide, no, on making our knowing cognitive level is through recognize or recognizing. So recognize numbers, expression, quantities, and shapes. So recognize entities that are mathematically equivalent. So equivalent familiar fractions, decimals, and percent, different orientations of simple geometric figures, and so on. We have also classify and order. So when we talk about classify, we classify numbers, we classify expression, quantities, and shapes by according to its common properties. So with regards to computation naman, it carry out algorithm procedures, no, for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, or a combination of those with whole numbers, fraction, decimals, and integers. And then we have also retrieve information from graphs, table, text, and other sources. And lastly, we have measure. So we use measuring instrument and choose appropriate unit of measurement. So mamaya po, gagamitin natin ito to identify anong klase ba siyang guide, no? Or yung test questions na binigay nila, anong klase ba or anong type ba sa knowing na cognitive domain. Okay? So I think we are all ready to make a discovery on our TIMSS questions. So, ano pa yung hinihintay natin? Proceed tayo. So the first problem, okay, in TIMSS, this is under for grade 8, grade 4 mathematics. So we have number. Okay, particular nga main topic niya, knowing. So you have 5631 plus 286. So if you try to observe in our knowing na guide, this is part of a computation. So kung gagawa tayo ng questions, okay, kung gagawa tayo ng questions, then computation that involves the operation and the numbers, then it is part of knowing na level. Okay? Part po siya ng knowing na level. Next, we have there smallest 3-digit numbers. So Anna has these cards with numbers on them. 1, 8, 6, 5, 2. So what is the smallest 3-digit number? She can show with the cards. She may use each card only once. So using our guide, no? Guide objective. Okay? Anong klaseng ano ba to sa part sa knowing? This is on classification or ordering because we try to classify the numbers. Okay, next. Another example. The place value of 8. In which number does the 8 have the value of 800? So meron po tayong 4 na choices. Okay? So we are not mainly trying to ask the students kung ano or ano ba yung place value ng 8, but then we try to let them understand that the place value of 8 under a certain numbers. So may mga choices po tayo diyan kung saan ang 8 sa anong place value siya. Dito sa A nasa ones na place value, B tens, then C hundreds, then D thousand. Okay. So anong klaseng ano ba to? Guide na pwede siya ma-classify. So we have recognizing. So we recognize 8. No? Next, still number problem on whole numbers, knowing level, which gives an answer closest to 9 times 22. So, asan ba daw dito yung closest to 9 times 22? And again, it is computation. Okay? So, we try to compute 9 times 22 and then try to relate that one into our choices. Okay. Next, for fourth grade mathematics, we have also numbers which are factor of 12. So, asan ba dito yung mga factors of 12? So, sa tingin nyo, anong klaseng guide kaya ito? Or asan kaya na guide ito sa knowing level? This is under under classifying. So, we classify which are the factors of 12. Okay, ayan. Now, proceed naman tayo sa grade 8. Alam ko, ito yung inaabangan ng mga secondary mathematics teachers, kasi yung kanina na encounter nila, grade 4 lang yun. Ngayon naman, meron din tayong mga samples for grade 8 mathematics. Okay. And in grade 8 mathematics, I choose the content domain of number, and yung main topic niya is on fraction and decimal. So you have there 4 over 100 plus 3 over 1,000. So, anong klaseng guide ba ito? Under siya or na-fall siya under sa computation pa rin. Okay? So, computation. So, ngayon, parang magkakaroon tayo ng idea that when we make questions under knowing, okay, you can make a process of a computation na level. Okay? Sunod, we have there, write 3 and 5 over 6 in decimal form. Write 3 and 5 over 6 in decimal form. Then rounded to 2 decimal places. So if you try to observe on our problem, hindi lang po siya direct, hindi lang po siya direct na that you will convert from a mixed number into a decimal form. Meron siyang dinagdag, okay, rounded to decimal places. So nagkakaroon siya ng parabang dalawang topic under sa fraction and decimals. So anong klaseng ito? Questions ito. So for guide, this is an example of recognizing. Okay, baka nagtataka kayo, sir, bakit ba recognizing? Okay? Kasi po, doon sa knowing na level, sabi po doon, recognize numbers, expression, quantities, and shape, or recognize entities that are mathematically equivalent. Example, equivalent familiar fractions or decimal, percent, and different. So, we can base po sa na-mention natin kanina na mga guides sa cognitive level na under sa knowing. Okay, next. Another problem, which number does K represent on this number line? So we have 26, 27, and 28 on the number line and a certain number represented by K. So ano kaya yung representation ng K? So ayan. So this is a type of knowing under siya sa level of ordering. Because we order, tinitignan natin, asan ba na-fall yung K? In between siya sa 27 to 28. Okay, ayan. Next. Another problem from grade 8 we have there. Which of this number sentence is true? Okay, 3 over 10 of 50 equals 50% of 3. 3% of 50 equals 6% of 100. 50 divided by 30 equals 30 divided by 50. 3 over 10 times 50 equals 5 over 10 times 50. So, ganun po yung pagka-state ng problem. So, anong level kaya, anong classification kaya ito? So, this is an example of still recognizing, kasi nga, we try to recognize the equivalent or familiar fractions, decimals, and percentage. Okay, tinitignan natin, no? We try to recognize kung ang isang expression, okay, magiging katumbas ba ito sa right expression or are they equivalent? Okay, next. In our knowing level, we presented five grade 4, 5 samples for grade 4 mathematics and 5 samples for grade 8 mathematics. Now, based on that 10 questions, okay, we will create our observation kung ano ba yung kaibahan, no, ng questions ng teams. So our prior knowledge, no, or prior concept on knowledge level, we are focused on terminologies and formulas. Naka-focus lang tayo kung ano yung mga terminologies, ano ba yung mga formulas, lalo na pag knowledge lang. Doon kasi tayo naka-stick. Pag knowledge lang, ano lang 'yan? More on sa type of questions, more on identification, more of matching types, mga ganon. Okay? In short, those identification, those matching types, lahat ng mga terminologies po, that is more on memorization. Okay? More on memorization only. Now, when we talk about memorization, alam naman natin, di ba, according to Edgar Dale on the cone of experience, sabi niya, okay, 10% of what they read, okay, yun lang ang mag-last, no? People generally remember 10% of what they read. Then 20% of what they hear. 30% of what they see. And 50% of what they see and hear. And that memorization, magiging nafo-fall po yan sa those 50% and below. Okay. And in Herman Ebbinghaus, meron siyang ginawang forgetting curve. Okay? Ito daw yung magiging elapsed time ng learning. So, immediately, the students learn 100%. After 20 minutes, nagiging 58% na lang daw yun. After 1 hour, nagiging 44%, 9 hours, 36%, 1 day, 33%, and 2 days, 28%. That is the forgetting curve. So, pag memorization lang tayo, eventually, mawawala talaga yan. No? Kaya nga, yung mga bata natin, magaling mag-memorize. Pero pagdating sa exam, nahihirapan sila. So, the TIMSS assessment, the knowing is beyond the memorization. Kaya nga, meron tayong mga computation. Meron, aside from recall and recognition, which is part of the knowledge level, meron din tayong measuring na area. Okay? So, yun po yung mga possible, no, na magiging guide natin in making our questions under the knowing level. And right now, we will proceed on applying. For applying, meron tayong tatlo. Okay? Parang tatlong magiging guide natin on the applying cognitive level. So we have determine. So when we talk about determine the efficient, appropriate operation, the strategies and tools for solving problems for which they are commonly used methods of solution. Then we have also representing or modeling. So we will display data in tables or graphs, create equations, inequalities, geometric figures, or diagrams that model problem situations, and generate equivalent representations for a given mathematical entity or relationship. Next is on guide natin is on implement. So we implement strategies and operations to solve problems involving familiar mathematical concepts and procedures. So ito po yung magiging guide natin when we try to to make questions under the applying cognitive level. And tignan natin ngayon kung ano yung mga questions ng TIMSS assessment under this cognitive level. So sige nga, we have there for grade 4 mathematics. Ito naman yung content domain natin is from geometric shapes and measures. Okay, ano po yung observation natin dito? Okay, if the string in the diagram above is pulled straight, which of these is closest to its length? Okay, ano yung na-observe nyo po? Okay, based on the picture po, that is not mainly of measuring the string. Okay, parang hindi siya direct na ma-measure mo agad kung ano yung length ng string. It created a twist. Diba? Parang unroutine problem siya. Okay, not direct ba, kumbaga. So we have there, parang meron pa siyang ginawang curve on before its tip. So, anong klase kaya ito? Under ba siya sa implementation, sa represent or modeling or determine? So, pag ganyan na mga problem, that is under on determining. Okay? So, di ba? Nakatwist po yung string. So, hindi siya direct na yung bata titignan lang agad. Just like yung ginawa ni ma'am kanina, yung mga parts sa ating quizzes. Parang ganon. So, at first glance, okay, magkakaroon ka talaga ng maling pananaw kung panandalian lang yun. But if you try to analyze that one, kulang pala. Mayroon pa palang dagdag. Next, we have still under geometric shape and measures. The squares in the grid above are 1 cm by 1 cm. What is the shaded area in square centimeters? Okay? So, ang mangyayari dito, mapapaisip yung bata. Okay? That is 1 cm by 1 cm. So, that is 1 centimeter squared. So, ilang square ba ang na-create ng shaded na figure? So, this is an example of still on determining. Now, we determine the shaded portion using the idea. So, you have there, determine efficient, appropriate operation strategies and tools for solving problems which they are commonly used methods on solution. Next, number of boxes in the stack. Okay, ilan ba kaya yung boxes in the stack? So, unstack these boxes in the corner of the room. All the boxes are the same size. How many boxes does she use? Okay. So, ang mangyayari doon, mapapaisip pa yung bata, Isipin niya muna, meron bang box sa likuran niya or sa likuran ng isang box or sa baba ba, meron pa ba? And then if I count that one, ilan kaya? Okay. So, this is under on the implementation because the student implement an strategies and then he use operations para ma-solve niya. So kung ano siya, 4 by 3, that is 12 sa baba, then sa taas, meron naman tayong 6. So 12 plus 6, parang ganon. Okay? Another example of the themes for grade 4 mathematics, we have J has to draw a shape. It must have 5 sides. It must have 1 line of symmetry. And then J has started to draw the shape. He started. And your task or the student's task is to complete J's shape. Okay? Based on the informations given, na meron daw dapat 5 sides and line of symmetry. So, indeed, this is really an application, but it falls under on the modeling and representation. Okay? Another example for 4th grade mathematics, you have there, put an X where Troy lives. So, Troy lives in a house in a square C4. Okay? Then put an X in the square to show where Troy lives. Okay, so this is under on the implementation. So you will create a strategy. So where is C4? Okay? Mga ganun. Next, proceed tayo sa grade 8 mathematics. Yan. Grade 8 mathematics tayo. You have there shape made up of same size cubes. Okay? Oh, parang nagiging related lang ito sa question sa grade format na may mga boxes, but this time meron siyang twist because it created a hole, okay, across the figure. So the figure above shows the shape made up of cubes that are all the same size. There is a hole all the way through the shape. How many cubes would be needed to fill the hole? So the students will try to, okay, implement a strategy. Okay? And then, pag nakita nila, then they can use operation. Okay? 'Di ba? Titignan nila, ito, ilan ba yung nasa harapan, ilan ba yung nasa gilid. So, since that is a cube, so magiging kapareho lang yan sa likuran. Mga ganon. Or, if you try to make that one as yung parang area niya, kukunin mo yung area ng kabuuan minus the area of the whole. So, mga ganon na strategy. Another example in TIMSS questions, ito. Familiar ito kasi kadalasan lumalabas talaga ito sa mga assessment. How many degrees does a minute hand of a clock turn through from 6:20 a.m. to 8 a.m. on the same day? Okay, so anong level kaya, anong guide kaya ito? So under siya sa modeling or representation. Okay, bakit nga? Okay, we try to represent the clock or we try to use the clock in determining the degrees. Okay. Next, we have area of the shaded region in figure. So, ito naman, parang nagkakaroon din naman ng twist, di ba? Hindi lang po tinatanong natin kung ano yung nagiging area ng figure, kundi ang nangyayari, we try to determine the shaded region. Pero yung given po, yung unshaded na area, na dimension. At saka one side of the shaded regions or shaded figure. So, ang gagawin po ng bata dito, mapapaisip talaga. And then they try to apply their knowledge on their topic, especially on the area, and determine kung ano ba yung magiging measurement ng area na yan. Okay. So, another example for 8th grade mathematics we have there, the volume of the rectangular box. Okay. Yan. Pero this time, we are not asking only for the volume of the rectangular box, but we are trying to make something na magiging twist niya kung saan binigay natin yung volume pero ang pinapahanap natin ay x or one part of its dimension which represented by x. So what is the value of x? So this one is also an example or under the guide of determine. Okay? Ito, mark the points B and C on the graph. Okay. Kung mapapansin nyo po, meron po tayong unit circle. Okay. And then, in this system, the position of the point P is described by its distance from the origin. Okay. And the amount of counterclockwise turn from a baseline OA or distance OA to distance OP. Thus, the coordinates of P are 5 and 340 degrees. Okay, mark the points B and C on the graph. So, ganun. So, and this is under on the representation or modeling because we try to create, no, based on the model, we will try to find the points of B on C on its graph or model. So, ayan. So, let us proceed to our observation. Ano ba yung magiging observation natin with regards to applying? So, if you try to observe our 10 questions, the TIMSS questionnaires is not a direct application of the concept or formula. Okay? It uses non-routine problems. So there is a twist, no, to enhance the thinking ability of the students. And because of that twist, it develops the higher order thinking skills or the hats of the students. And you know naman, di ba? According to the Bloom's higher order thinking skills, okay, paglalabas na nga si analyzing, si evaluating, and si creating, then that's fall on the higher order thinking skills. So in our in the questions made by teams under the applying, hindi mo talaga siya masasagot lang as mainly application, no? As mainly application. Ang gagawin mo, you will try to analyze muna, no? Analyze, create a technique before you apply a certain or before you solve the problem. Okay? So, proceed tayo. This is our last cognitive level. Okay? So, we have reasoning. So, under the reasoning, we have analyze. When we talk about analyze, determine, describe, or use relationship among numbers, expression, quantities, and shapes. We have also integrate. Okay? Integrate or synthesize. We try to link the different elements of knowledge, related representations, and procedures to solve problems. We have also evaluate, no? Okay, because this is under the hats na yung mga reasoning na area. Evaluate alternative problem solving strategies and solutions. Then, we have draw conclusions. Okay, make valid inferences on the basis of information and evidence. We have also generalize. Make statements that represent relationship in more general and more widely applicable terms. And lastly, we have justification or justify. Provide mathematical arguments to support a strategy or solution. So, let us proceed to the TIMSS questions. In grade 4 mathematics, we have there sa under geometric shapes and measures. Yung item label niya, relating net with its 3D figure. So Ariana found the following patterns to make containers. Which pattern actually makes the container shown beside it? Okay? So, ayan. We have letter A, letter B, then letter C, then letter D. So, mapapaisip ka talaga. So, this one, under siya sa analyzation. So, we will try to analyze kung itong mga pattern ba na to makakreate ng ganyang shape. Okay? Yan. Next sample, we have identifying the shape. Okay. Shan used the table to sort these shapes. Put the letter of its shape in the space where it belongs. Shape A has been done for you. So, meron tayong shape A and it has a 4 sides. So, anong level kaya, anong guide kaya ito under sa reasoning? We have, it is under generalization. Why? Okay? Ang gagawin mo, okay, A has 4 sides. Okay, titignan natin yung figure na A. If we try to compare that one to letter B, Okay, 4 sides ba kaya yan? Compare that one to letter C, letter D, letter E, and letter F. Okay? So, in that mga figures, gagawa ka ngayon ng generalization. Asan ba sa mga figure ang may 4 na side? So, based on that, makikita mo naman, di ba? We have A, C, D, A, C, E, and F. D is not a four-sided na shape or polygon. It has how many sides ba? 3, 6, yes, 3, 6, 9, 12 sides. Okay. Next, we have also on the data display, comparing pie chart with bar chart. So, ito naman, this is under analyzation. We try to determine or describe the relationship of the shape to our answer. Okay, meron tayong pie graph sa taas, and then we try to describe its relationship or determine ano ba yung kapareho niya in terms of bar graph. Okay? So tinitingnan natin gaano ba siya yung ano ba yung measurement niya. Okay, ano ba yung pinakamaliit diyan? Ano ba yung pinakamalaking part diyan? So you have there music is the smallest part, and then math has the biggest part. Okay. Pero tignan mo naman ang choices na ginawa ng teams. Lahat ng choices, ang pinakamalaki is math, ang pinakamaliit is music. Okay, so 'di ba? Mapapaisip talaga yung mga bata dito. Okay. Next. Another reasoning na sample on data display. You have there representing data on the bar graph. So given yung table, no? Jan was given the following table by his teacher and was asked to identify the graph that correctly display the data. Which graph below should he choose? Okay. Ayan, Sarah has 22 Zs. Peter has 15. Pamela has 17. Chris has 10. Okay. So, titignan natin, no? Ano ba yung arrangement nila? Then compare that one to the bar graph. And this is part also of analysis. Okay? Then, another example, more students in the Pine School. Still, no, meron tayong figure because this is a data display na content. And then in the Pine School, there is room in each grade for 30 students. How many more students could be in the school? So this is under drawing a conclusion. Okay? So we try to determine kung how many more students could be in the school. Then next, proceed tayo on grade 8 mathematics. Ito naman, the sales of 2 types of soft drinks. Okay. We have cherry cola and lemon cola. So the graph shows that the sales of 2 types of soft drinks over 4 years. If the sales trends continue for the next 10 years, determine the year in which the sales of cherry cola will be the same as the sales of lemon cola. So you will try to make a conclusion based on the drawing or the figure or the graph. Next, we have the data and chance under grade 8 mathematics. Long jump competition. So the result of a long jump competition were reported as follows. Team A, meron siyang average length of 3.6. Team B, meron siyang 4.8. So there were the same number of students in its team, and then with statement above or about the competition must be true. So ang gagawin mo, okay, you will try to justify, okay, based on the given. I-justify mo asan ba dito sa mga choices. Okay. Also, pwede mo ring maging syempre, gagamit ka rin ng analyzation dyan. Analyze mo muna before you justify. Pero really focus on justification. Okay. Another sample is on data chance probability. Okay. There are 10 marbles in a bag, 5 red, 5 and 5 blue. And then, Shu draws a marble from the bag at random. The marble is red. She puts the marble back into the bag. What is the probability that the next marble she draws at random? Okay. This one is under analysis. Okay. We will try to analyze muna. Meron daw 10 marble. Okay, ayan. Then, with that marbles in a bag, 5 red and 5 blue. Okay? So, what is the probability that the next marble she draws at random is red? Okay, next. Ito. Okay, data and chances. Meron tayong figure of comparison, the comparison of age structure between the country X and the country Y. So the graph for country X and the country Y show the age structure of each country's population. The population is divided into 3 age groups from youngest to oldest. The graphs enable predictions about the population growth. Why could the age structure or country X lead to more rapid population growth than the age structure of countries Y? So since this is a Y questions, and it focus on justification. Okay. And parang similar lang siya, but the problem is different. Why could country Y expect to have a bigger problem taking care of its older populations than country X? Okay, and still focus on justification. So ngayon, observation tayo. Based on our observation, maybe we can have we observe that the questions in TIMSS questionnaires it is not just a simply basic problem solving, but more likely on analyzing that situation first and then relating those problems to the given choices. Kaya nga, when you try to answer that one, mapapaisip ka, you want to reason out bakit yan yung pinili mo, bakit yan yung sagot mo, parang i-justify mo talaga. Okay? I think you experienced that one when you answer the questions kanina, no, sa online quiz. Then, another observation, an involvement of higher order thinking skills that push you to think critically before answering the problem. And that is focused on creating, evaluating, and analyzing. Okay, so the TIMSS-like questions, in my opinion, this is an appropriate way, no, in assessing the mathematical ability of the students. Kasi hindi lang tayo more on concept, but we also have a concept plus the application. Okay? Sometimes we presented questions that came from two maybe objective, no, in a certain topic like what happened kanina. Okay? We are asked to convert, okay, from mixed number, okay, yung sa knowing na part, from mixed number into a decimal. But we also use the decimal places, so ganun na area. We have also student must be trained. Yes, student must be trained and be familiar with this kind and type of assessment. Okay, dapat talaga, no, kasi nga ito yung ginagamit internationally. So if we are trained to do this one, then magiging familiar na lang yung mga bata on this kind or this type of assessment, and I think hindi na sila magkakaroon ng problema pagdating sa implementation ng TIMSS kung sila man yung mabibigyan or can be considered as a sample on that achievement test. And then this is way to increase our performance also in international level, but also we increase the mathematical ability of our students. Now, ito lang. Siguro magiging suggestion natin ito, no? Sa lahat ng mga teachers, mathematics teachers, especially when we are trying to make TIMSS-like assessment. Okay. Una, syempre gagamit tayo ng TOS. But this time, ang gagamitin nating area, wag na yung easy, average, and difficult. Gagawin natin siyang knowing, applying, and reasoning. Okay. So, pag ma-determine natin siya na knowing, applying, and reasoning, then sa knowing na part, proceed tayo sa mga guide. Okay. Ano ba yung mga guides sa knowing? We have there, recall, recognize, classify or order, compute, retrieve, and measure. And I know teachers are very good, no, on making questions in that form of objectives. Another, we have applying. So ano ba yung sa applying? We have determine, represent or model, and then implement. And lastly, we have reasoning. Okay? We have in reasoning, we have analysis or analyze, integrate or synthesize, evaluate, draw conclusions, generalize, and justify. Okay. So, yung mga teachers natin, alam ko, ang gagaling talaga nila nitong gumawa. Okay? Ang kailangan lang naman natin, di ba? Guide lang. Okay? Basta, ang importante lang siguro, we will use the same percentage. Isa sa mga siguro dapat nating isaalang-alang. Okay? We have knowing sa grade 4, 40%, applying 40%, reasoning 20%. Then sa grade 8, 35% yung knowing, applying is 40% and 25%. Now, itong percentage na to, hindi lang naman ito lumabas agad or ginamit agad ng teams. It is done, no? Crafted by series of research. Imagine nyo naman from 1992 to 2019. So, lahat ng yan, hindi lang yan parang abrupt na lumabas, kundi pinag-aaralan talaga ang mga yan. Okay. So, I think now it's your turn. Okay? Yung pinaka-punto lang naman natin dito, no, in making our discussion on assessment and things like assessment, we will try to create questions that is similar to the questions given by TIMSS using the framework that is stipulated on the TIMSS assessment framework. Okay? From the content level to cognitive level. Okay? Kung baka nagtataka kayo, sir, bakit di nyo binanggit yung content level? Alam ko kasi magkakaiba-iba yung mga content natin. So, I'm focusing na lang on the cognitive level. Anyway, pare-pareho lang naman yung mga content natin. Tayo na lang yung mag-select. Okay? Sir, how about the percentage of the content level? Okay? So, since hindi naman tayo pare-pareho ng mga yung subtopic, no, kumbaga in a certain topic, 'di ba, meron man yung mga subtopic like kanina yung sa measurement or sa number, meron mang whole numbers, meron mga fractions and decimals. So sa iba, meron din yung mga subtopic. So siguro we can create what is important, we can create the percentage, but what is important is the type of questions, no? That questions will be fall on the knowing, the questions will be fall on the applying, the questions will be fall on reasoning. Kasi sa matamaan lang naman, meron talaga tayong mga kasamahan na teachers kung saan gumagawa sila ng assessment which is under on the knowledge level only. Okay? Meron din tayong mga kasamahan na mga teachers where they are making assessment under on applying only. And meron din tayong mga kasamahan under reasoning. So, di ba? Ako nga, feel ko minsan natatamaan ako, gumagawa ako ng test questions or assessment kung saan nakafocus ang math kasi ito. So more on application tayo, more on parang ganon. So hindi po dapat distributed. Meron tayong knowing, meron tayong applying, meron po tayong tinatawag na reasoning na part. And if we are making a knowing na level, wag naman po direct, no? Try to create questions that could relate, no? Or that could push their mind to think critically. Just like in the application, applying lang siya, pero when we try to observe the questions, aabot pa rin tayo dun sa level sa analyzation or analyzing. Lalo na sa reasoning. Andun na talaga yung creating, evaluating, and analyzing. So this is really a challenge to all of us, teachers. I know mahihirapan tayo, marami tayong this is an additional task for all of us. Pero alam nyo naman, if we want to improve talaga our educational system, if we want to improve talaga our the student learning, then maybe it will start with our strategies. It will start with our within us. Kasi tayo naman yung nagtuturo, 'di ba? So in my part, meron akong ginawang drive na na-mention ko kanina. In that drive or in that link, makikita nyo lahat, okay? Lahat ng TIMSS questions na na-release from 1992, 1995, 1999, 2003, and 2011. Siguro, teachers, we can start on using those questions. And then, gagamitin natin yung mga questions na yon, and then we try on, ang importante lang, we try to contextualize. Like what happened kanina, meron tayong mga problems na ang gamit nila, Zs. Okay, may dollars. Wag naman yun kasi the students will not relate. No? So dapat i-contextualize. Ano ba yung ginagamit natin na monetary? Okay, kung peso-peso yung gamitin natin, ano ba yung mga bagay na within us lang na makikita na parang makarelate yung mga bata? So magiging contextualize tayo in making our test questionnaires or test questions. Okay. Again, pwede natin yung siguro kopyahin pero revise lang natin ng kaunti in our end, no, na magiging applicable para sa ating mga estudyante. So as a practice, an exercise, I will ask you to create, okay, this is what we call the output time. Okay? So in my part, in this day 1 on our TIMSS assessment, may I request the teachers to make one question for each cognitive domain. Relate nyo yan sa topics ninyo, okay, under the grade level you are teaching. Ibig sabihin doon, since one question for each cognitive domain, ilan ba yung cognitive domain natin? 3 man yon. Knowing, applying, and reasoning. So, gagawa kayo ng 3 questions. 1 questions for each cognitive domain man. So, ibig sabihin, gawa ka ng isang knowing, gawa ka ng isang applying, gawa ka ng isang reasoning. Under siya sa specific topic na under sa grade level that you are teaching. And then, save it in a Word or maybe a PDF file with a file name. Okay? Para makita namin dito sa ng mga TWG kung meron ba talaga kayong ginawang output with our session on day 1. So, ang gagawin yung file name, district dash your first name and your last name. So, example, I have here Mako North District dash Michael Eric Dandan. Okay. Okay? So yan po yung magiging file name natin. So, magkakaroon po tayo ng output link. Makikita nyo po sa baba. Okay, ayan na pala. Day 1 output link. We have tinyurl.com/mep output dash day 1. So, dun nyo po isubmit lahat ng output ninyo. Okay? So, kayang-kaya po yan. One question lang naman per cognitive domain. Pero, I challenge you, beginning po, beginning the next school year, let us try naman natin gumawa tayo ng mga ganitong test questions, no? Simulan natin ngayon. Okay? Hindi pala ngayon, next na lang kasi pa-end na tayo. Pero kung kaya naman ngayon, why not? Diba? So, I will leave this one. Assessment is the engine which drives student learning, and the improvement begins with I. So, it really begins with us. Okay? With us teachers. So, ngayon, files in the presentation, as mentioned, including the TIMSS release questions of grade 4 and grade 8. Okay. Makikita nyo po yan sa na-flash na na URL, https or tinyurl.com/TIMSS files. Okay, capital lang po lahat para mas madaling ma-type or ma-paste. Ganon. Okay. So, ayan. So, that's all. Thank you and good afternoon.
Well, thank you so much, Teacher Michael, for a very informative presentation for the teams like assessment. Teacher Bessie?
Yes, and we are really grateful that the topic of Teacher Michael is really able to challenge us now as teachers, because our aim now is to make our learners be globally equipped. Ayan. And at the very least, we should be knowledgeable in terms of the development of this TIMSS-like assessment, no? Because our speaker, Teacher Michael, has been very clear and have cited various examples in the crafting of the sample assessment questions that can be utilized as our guide in our developments.
And of course, to our math innovators, please do not be worried about if you still need extra time in accomplishing or for the accomplishment of your outputs. Our training management team will be accepting your outputs beginning this time until Wednesday next week, July 7. So, taas-taas nga oras, Teacher Bessie, no?
Yes. And ato ang balikon, Teacher Joseph, kung unsa ganito ato ang expected output for the day, no? Our expected output for the day is that we have to make one question for each cognitive domain. So based sa cognitive domain na gihatag ni Teacher Michael, again, those are knowing, applying, and reasoning. So each cognitive domain, we have to make one question and we have to submit it. So klaro ganiya gi-instruct ni Teacher Michael that we have to submit it in a PDF or Word
Word
file
file.
with the file name. Our file name should be district dash first name then last name. And ayun. But however, as much as possible, if talagang hindi natin kaya today, but we still encourage you that to submit our daily outputs at the end of every session, because as much as possible, we have to finish our outputs at the given time in order for us to complete this training.
Okay, and Teacher Bessie, of course, para dili kaayo mawala ang ilahang ang mga questions, we would like also to remind and to encourage our dear teacher participants, Teacher Bessie, to comment if there are questions nga gusto nilang ipapangutana or if they will going to ask Teacher Michael para matubag dayon ni Teacher Michael. Since Teacher Michael is still naa sa tuwa yapon si Teacher Michael and
Yes, that
matubag
is
ni na.
right. So we take this
So,
chance that teacher Michael is still here to answer all our questions. And teacher Joseph, where should we pass our or submit our output for the day?
we have the tinyurl.com slash MEP output dash day one. So again, the day one output link is flashed on your screen right now. And do not forget also the Katami link. Of course, the Katami link is one of the links po nga pinuprovide sa inyo to acquire certificates. So we have the attendance, the pre-test, the teams, and of course the Katami link, and of course your evaluation or output po na link. And of course the Katami link, that's bit.ly/3h4q6ft. Please screenshot niyo po tapos memorize niyo rin po and just click the link po kasi kino-comment po yan ng ating admin po sa comment section.
Ayan. Yes, very clear, teacher Joseph, no? And we will be waiting for some questions if there are or there is. Meron ba tayong questions po for teacher Michael? Let's grab this chance, no? Let's take
Opportunity, of course.
advantage of this chance that we will be able to have our resource speaker answer any queries that we have for our session today.
Yes.
So wala daw question.
I
Mga bright
guess,
to ato ang mga math
and of
innovators.
co- and of course, very clear ang pagka-present ni Sir Michael mo nang walay mga questions, Teacher Bessie. So
Mm-mm.
mo nang kuan, walay question. So
Ayan. And
so
good
we would
luck. Ayan, good luck to all of us and need not to worry because as promised kanina ni Teacher Michael, the materials used in the session today will also be distributed to everyone. Courtesy of our district coordinators. Ayun. And we will be taking
and
this time to have our shout outs. Ayun. Nasa na ang ating mga shout
the link for
outs?
files, Teacher Bessie, the link for files
Oh, there it
is flash
is.
on screen. Yan po yung links natin. Yan po yung links natin sa presentation kanina ni Teacher Michael. And again, shout out muna tayo lahat po ng mga gustong magpa-shout out dyan. We all have a blessed afternoon also to you. Teacher Ruel from Bailo Elementary School, Moncayo West District. Yan. Hello, Teacher Ruel.
Ayan, very informative presentation, Sir Michael. Kudos to you from Teacher Pearly Kabanting. Ayan.
And we also have Teacher Nelma Nanali. Hello, ma'am. Thank you, sir, and congrats. Yes, thank you
Yes.
so much, Sir Michael. And another shout
Congrats,
out.
Sir Michael. Ayan, Sir Froylan Laura from Lower Panansalan Elementary School, Compostela East District rather, Compostela East District. Hello there.
And we also have Teacher Buenaline. Good afternoon, watching from Nabunturan Central Elementary School SPED Center. Hello po sa lahat po na taga Nabunturan Central Elementary School SPED Center. Hello, teachers.
Let's have another shout out from Teacher Champ, Liar Zar. Good afternoon. And he is watching from Andap National High School, New Bataan District. Shout out to all our teachers there in Andap National High School.
We also have Teacher Riza. Good afternoon po, watching from Teresa National High School, Mako South District. Hello po, Teresa National High School, Mako South District.
Nice discussion, Sir Michael. Ayon, from Pindasan Elementary School, Mabini District, from teacher Miriam Alcazaran Zamora Gabak. Ayan, hello everyone from Pindasan Elementary School.
Shout out also sa mga teachers sa Pasian National High School nga nag-multitask gyud karon. Webinar plus SIP. Hello sir, teachers from Pasian National High School. Laban lang po.
Ayun, nice discussion, Sir Michael from Pindasan Elementary School, Mabini District. Ayun. Again, flash on our screen is the link for our files that has been used kanina ni Teacher Michael. You can be you can utilize them para ma-review and magaita, especially in the crafting of our assessment or our assessment questions that are required to be submitted at the end of today. Ayan.
And on that note, Teacher Bessie, we would like to express our warmest congratulations to everyone. And of course, to our speaker of the day, Teacher Michael Dandan. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Kaayo. And so much that we have to be instilled and to still be facing our gadgets and accomplish our outputs for the day to ensure that our learning is being applied. Thank you so much,
Ayun,
sir.
my question daw po, can we view again our AM session? Yes po, please check the Facebook page, the Facebook private group. Our AM session is still there. I-scroll lang po natin yung mga naging live natin. It can be still shown there. Check po ninyo ang ating Facebook group and Facebook page.
And of
Automatic
course,
save po
to
yan.
our YouTube channel. Our
Oh,
YouTube
yes,
channel.
yes, yes.
And do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. That's DDO MEP TV. That's our YouTube channel.
Yes, and right now, almost 300 plus na ang nag-subscribe. Kagabi, ika number 2 pa lang ko, Sir Joseph, na nag-subscribe. And I am very happy that we are now on the 300 plus. Ayun. And I believe
And
tomorrow, mag 1,000 na ta. Kaya ba?
yes, kaya yan teachers. Congratulations in advance sa lahat po ng mga nag-subscribe. So para po niyo siya sa
Yes.
tuang tanan math teachers.
Yes. And shout out. Ayon. Shout out po math teachers of Laak National High School who are at the same time sorting modules and having webinar. Kaya yan mag-multitask.
Of
Yun.
course. Basta kaya lang po sa signal, Teacher Bessie.
Yes. True to that. Kaya pa sa signal. May pa-shoutout pa ba tayo?
I guess.
All right.
And of course, kanina pala, Teacher Bessie, yung nanalo kanina sa online quiz or sa quizzes ni Ma'am I or ni Teacher I, may isa pa pong hindi na-loadan. We would like to shout out. We would like to, shout out po kay
Call.
use
Call out.
to call. Yung username niya is avocado.
Ano yun? Ano yun? Review natin. Avocado
Yan.
Bedelia. Ayun.
Yes. Username Avocado Bidilia, please PM Miss Irene Leia Manguhon for your
100
prize.
peso load.
100
Ayun.
pesos load. Yan.
100
So
yun,
abang-abang
ma'am. Ayun.
abang-abang yan tomorrow kasi may pa-quiz na naman po si Teacher I. Yan.
May price pa ba, Teacher I?
I guess.
Why?
So this
And
time, we would like to award our watch awardees kanina.
wow. Both in the morning and in the afternoon session. That's right. We shall be calling back on screen again Miss Irene Leia C. Mangohon, one of our DDO MEP
Hello, Teacher Irene, and welcome back.
Hi, Teacher Bessie and Teacher Joseph. Kumusta? Laban pa ba itong mga signal?
Laban, ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, Davao de Oro. Good afternoon to our Education Program Supervisor in Mathematics, Dr. Renato N. Pakpakin, to the MCI officers, to the TWGs, and of course to our beloved DDO Math innovators who eagerly and patiently join this training despite of the internet connectivity challenges. Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. I would like to give an update on the attendance for district in the morning and afternoon session. Okay, so let's begin with the first slide. So participants for district for Compostela West in the morning, there are 107 participants, and in the afternoon, there are 132. For Compostela East, there are 135. In the afternoon, there are 99. So perhaps they are experiencing a weak internet connection. And for the North, we have 46 from 46, naging 71 sila in the afternoon. For Laak South, from 70 to 75. And for Mabini District, we have 107 to 124 in the afternoon. Okay? And for Mako North, in the morning, there are 160 participants. In the afternoon, there are 162. For Mako South, we have 71. And in the afternoon, naging 63 na lang po. For Maragusan East, we have 61 participants. And in the afternoon, nag-increase po, naging 80 participants. And for Maragusan West, we have 27 at naging 29. And for Mawab, from 96, naging 86 na lang po. I would like to remind the DDO Math Innovators that this number of participants po na nailista po namin, ayun pong mga participants na naka-filled out po sa Google form for the attendance link in the morning and in the afternoon. For Monte Vista, from 95 po, naging 103. Moncayo East, from 69 to 90. For Moncayo West, we have 89 to 98. For Nabunturan East, from 123, but same. In the afternoon, 123 pa rin. Congratulations, Nabunturan East. And for Nabunturan West, from 89 to 99. Nag-increase naman po sila. Okay? And for New Bataan, we have 141. Okay, consistent. 141 din. For Pantukan North, we have 142 to 133. Nag-decrease po. Pantukan South, from 61 to 54. So in the morning attendance, we have a total of 1,689. And in the afternoon, a total of 1,765. So from our pre-registration, ang total po natin doon is 1,834. So in the morning attendance, may kulang po tayo na 145 attendees. And in the afternoon, I guess nag-increase lang po ng 35. Okay, Ma'am She, thank you. And we will also be awarding the top 5 watch advocates. So the top 5 for the watch advocates in the morning, we have Sir Melvin J.V. Hubahib from Kapatagan Elementary School, New Kapatagan Elementary School, Moncayo West. And Ma'am Cory Christy P. Ayas of Maparat National High School, Compostela West District. We also have Ma'am LBJ Caballero from Moncayo National High School, Moncayo West. We also have from Panibasan National High School, Ma'am Jane S. Caballero of Mako North District. And the last but not the least, Sir Jester E. Pescadero of Pantukan National High School, Pantukan North District. And for the afternoon watch awardees, we have Ana Marie A. Lazarte from Laak National High School, Laak South District. And we also have from Babag National High School, Moncayo East, Arzil Pauline Jackie T. Hamora. And then from Elizalde National High School, Mako North, we have RJ D. Perez. We also have Salome Jr. S. Aguilar of Compostela East District, Ulip Elementary School. And the last but not the least is from Monte Vista National High School Annex, Monte Vista District, Ma'am Roslyn P. Rodriguez. Antayin na lang po natin yung mga watch certificates natin sa inyong mga email address na yung ginamit po ninyo sa pag-fill out ng attendance link. Thank you, Ma'am She, Sir Joseph, Ma'am Bessie.
Thank you, Teacher Irene. Thank you so much. Ayan, congratulations to all our watch awardees. Congratulations. And of course, tomorrow, mag-a-announce rin tayo kung sino yung watch awardees for our day 2.
Ayan, because our watch advocates shall be receiving your certificates through the email as instructed by Teacher Irene. And those who want to receive the same, we still have 2 more days and 4 more attendance links to be notified. And all we have to do is do it as earliest as possible. And when the link will be announced open. So the link in the morning will be opened at 7:30 a.m. Again, for the morning, that's 7:30 a.m. And in the afternoon, Teacher Joseph?
That's 12:30 in the afternoon. That's 12:30 in the afternoon po. So again, morning 7:30 a.m. and in the afternoon that's 12:30 in the afternoon. Okay, Teacher Bessie?
Ayun. Tomorrow and on the next day, we will still be streamed live on our platforms. So those platforms are our Facebook page at Davao de Oro Math Circle of Innovators, our Facebook private group, the DDO Mathematics Hub for Active Learning, and through our YouTube channel at DDO MEP TV. And please don't forget to subscribe and share all our platforms, especially to all our math teachers and math innovators.
And of course, we would like to remind again that our attendance will be closed at exactly 10 o'clock in the morning. That's 7:30 to 10 o'clock in the morning. So please, teachers, do not forget to click the links po na provided since there are links po na pinuprovide, and those links po ang mga requirements natin para ma-acquire ninyo ang inyong Certificate of Participation and Certificate of Attendance.
Yes,
So-
that's right. And I guess that is a wrap for today. Congratulations to all our teacher innovators. And we will see you again tomorrow, because tomorrow is an interesting day for us to learn more on performance based, because tomorrow is a webinar workshop on performance based assessment.
Wow, that's a very interesting topic, and I guess murag excited na gid ang tanan, Teacher Bessie, for tomorrow's webinar workshop. And I guess
And that's a wrap. Thank you, everyone, for being with us in this whole day of our division mass training on the development of TIMSS-like performance-based and process skills test webinar. This has been Bessie, Aya, and Banyas of Lagab Elementary School, Compostela West District.
and this is Teacher Joseph Zita Rizon from Pantucan National High School, Pantucan North District.
Mabuhay ang Davao de Oro. Bye!
Goodbye!